This is Dr. Megan. I am so excited to share with you the story of a fellow pharmacist who has to take prednisone, and he found something that changed his experience for the better. Let's find out. Here is Ken, my fellow pharmacist. Can you say hi, Ken?
Hello, Megan. It's so nice to see you, Dr. Prednisone. My Dr. Prednisone. So nice to be here today.
So good to see you too. So you found me at a summit, and that was so surprising to hear that there was actually another pharmacist who had to take prednisone. So I'd love to know, what did you have to take prednisone for? Like, what was the problem that made you have to take prednisone?
Well, in addition to being a pharmacist who dispensed probably hundreds of thousands of Medrol dose packs and prednisone over my career, I have a number of conditions that over my life I've been given prednisone. I am asthmatic, so there were many exacerbations that were caused where I was taking that Medrol dose pack or even a higher taper dose that my pulmonologist would prescribe. I have chronic pain. So needless to say, I was given prednisone for anti-inflammatory issues for my pain. I also had bilateral hip and knee surgeries, and over the time, I actually had injections of prednisone. I've had injections in facets in my back and whatever. I think I've had more prednisone prescribed and given to me than most. But I found you, and you changed my life.
Wow. Thank you. So in what way would you say I've changed your life?
Well, besides being just bright and articulate and compassionate, you shared your story about how you suffered some extraordinary side effects to this drug. And this medication is prescribed with the knowledge that it does have side effects. But you raised awareness for me that it's something we, as healthcare providers, as patients, and certainly as pharmacists, must be aware of the impact to the patient on all of the things that occur when they take prednisone. As a pharmacist, you look at that Medrol dose pack and say, yes, that's the greatest prescription for me to fill. It's in and out, you slap a label on it. But if I would have known that the product that you designed, the Nutranize Zone, was available, without anybody forcing me, I would have counseled every one of those patients and told them that they should consider this product. That's how impactful it has made on my life.
So for those who don't know, how would you describe Nutranize Zone?
Nutranize Zone, for me, is peace of mind. We all take a lot of medications that are prescribed for us. We're indicated for what they're supposed to do. When I look at these two bottles of Nutranize that I can take at bedtime and I can take in the morning, I feel very comfortable. There's a mental feeling about when you take medication that you hope it works, but you also hope that it gives you the feeling that what was prescribed for you was actually correct. When I look at these bottles, I feel confident, more confident in my prescribers than I did before, to know that even though they didn't talk to me about all the side effects, even though they didn't find any of the underlying conditions that I have now, I learned about a new disease state from Dr. Megan. Amazing. I feel confident that I'm able to deal with the fact that I am in the zone taking prednisone, but this product works. And you only know it because I feel confident in your recommending it to me. And when I took it, I have become a Nutranize Zone advocate for life. I have told more people about this product than I probably told them about CVS gummy bears to go down aisle 14 and pick up. This product works.
Wow. So what would you say it has worked for you? In what way has it worked for you?
For me, it was sleep. I have a lot of trouble sleeping. A lot. When I don't sleep in a bed. I sleep in a chair. I haven't slept in a bed in about 4 or 5 years because of I've had bilateral hip surgeries and some neck surgeries, and I can't turn over. I can't do anything in bed. like that. So I sleep in a chair. And when I think about closing my eyes, there's anxiety. Am I going to get through the night? Am I going to get any sleep? This product, and it only has, and I've taken the melatonin ingredients separately, didn't work. But the melatonin that is in the bedtime dose somehow is working with the different group of supplements that you've put in. The things that are not in regular supplements, there's a family. When drugs work together and can work better, and ingredients kind of synergistically work off each other, that lower dose of melatonin has done more than a dose that was 3 times larger than I took melatonin separately. And I think that that is all because of the formulation that you have created.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, because for me, the trouble sleeping was one of the worst side effects. Just how maddening it was, and how you're just staring at the ceiling. Everyone else is asleep. What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, that was one of the main reasons I created Nutranize Zone, for sure. So what was your biggest fear before using Nutranize Zone? And did it come true? And if not, what happened instead?
Well, my biggest fear, and it wasn't a fear, is that I would just be trying something else that was hyped but didn't work. Because our healthcare industry is based on hype. It's based on dealing with the anxiety of our patients. And I'm a patient. Yes, I'm a pharmacist, but I'm a patient. So the anxiety of knowing, as I picked up a refill for more prednisone yesterday, prescribed for me, then I know I have a comfort zone, and the anxiety is relaxed. My mental position about dealing with my chronic illnesses is better. You are dealing with, this product is literally, it's a Xanax, but not Xanax. It's making me feel comfortable. When I looked at that prescription with that prednisone, and I'll be taking a higher dose than I really kind of like because the doctor wants me to take it. I know that when I take this medication, it's going to do its job, just like the prednisone does its job. There needs to be that marriage. And this product brings me peace of mind. So I go into these new therapies confident that I'm going to get the results, what the drug is supposed to do, but I'm not going to feel so horrible by doing it.
I love that. You're not going to feel so horrible, but you're still going to get the benefits of taking prednisone. That's exactly right.
You have to. There are certain conditions that this drug is well suited for. So you can't run away from the clinical regimens that are designed, but you can't run into them and not know that there is going to be things you'll have to deal with. I can't blame my weight gain on prednisone when I graze around the refrigerator. But however, there are things about utilizing the Nutranize and putting myself in the zone that allows me to offset some of the naturally occurring side effects that the prednisone has. I know it. I know it is happening. And it's a very short period of time. I'm not saying it happened overnight the first night, but within the first 3 to 4 or 5 days, which is unbelievable, in my opinion, to reach the therapeutic, levels like that, appreciable differences. Then I could say, what do they do differently? Well, I'm taking Nutranize. And that's something that makes you want to continue to feel better. Who doesn't want to feel better? This product makes you feel better.
That's awesome. Okay, so if someone called you and said, should I buy Nutranize Zone, what would you tell them?
I would say that in everything you do, you need to make a decision that is guided by all of your healthcare professionals. And if I am your pharmacist, a trusted part of your care team, and I personally take this, I would not be recommending it to you if I didn't feel it would be to your advantage. So we know that pharmacists are trusted care providers. So I don't care about reform and whether whether legislator says. I know I care for the patients. I would recommend this to anyone to take it to make them lead a healthier life.
And what if somebody said, should I do business with Dr. Megan? What would you say?
I said, Dr. Megan doesn't do business. Dr. Megan is there for you like she was there for me. Anytime I needed her to give me education and to empower me to deal with my health. Doing business with a healthcare provider, I've always tried, and this is now taking me off the rail. I'm not a patient now. Also the founder of RxVIP Concierge, who wants to help more patients. There's a business of pharmacy and there's a practice of pharmacy. Megan, you practice pharmacy at the height of your diploma. This is not a business for you. This is a passion. This is why you went to pharmacy school just a few years ago, because you're still so young. I went there when there was no history. I went to pharmacy school 100 years ago, okay? But you are truly a healthcare professional who wants to help patients. And that's not the business of pharmacy that we're in, sadly, in fast food. You can't get a Dr. Megan at a drive-through window at CVS or Walgreens. You must take the time to listen to her because she listens to you. Consultations are about listening. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. And we both like to talk, Megan. That's one of our similarities. But we listen. And you can only connect with a patient after you listen. Then you provide the solution they're looking for. Not what you think they want, but what you hear they need. And that's why this product is providing that solution. Because you listen to them and you deliver a solution that meets their needs. It's precision medicine. Precision medicine.
Exactly. It is precision medicine because it's precisely taking what prednisone is stealing and giving it back so that you feel whole and complete and like yourself again. So I would love to hear in a sentence or two, just consolidate it all down. What would you say to another person on prednisone who's like, I feel terrible. What can I possibly do? How, in just one sentence or two, what would you say to them about Nutranize?
Did you know that there's a solution for what ails you? It is Nutranize, and we can help you with that issues you have.
Awesome. I totally agree that it can help you. If you're taking prednisone or any other steroid, like Ken had to take methylprednisolone, the Medrol dose pack, then this is for you. It's giving back those nutrients that are being ripped out of your body by this amazing yet terrible drug. So what are your last words of advice for people who have to take prednisone?
Until I met you, I was probably spending as much at Starbucks as I am on this product. This is worth every penny. It is valuable. It is important for the medication regimens of individuals who are taking prednisone. I believe in it, and I will talk about it to anyone one-on-one, in a group, anyone who wants to hear about why this product works. I will be happy to talk to them at the behest of Dr. Megan, because she knows more about this stuff than I'll ever know. And I look to become her advocate as well.
Wonderful. And last of all, if they want to talk to you, where can they find you?
My picture is up in most post offices across the country as wanted now. You can contact me at ken@rxvipconcierge.com. And I would be happy to share the hospitality, the consults with no cost, because it's not about selling something, it's about helping people.
Wonderful. This is an amazing opportunity to have the chance to talk with a pharmacist one-on-one and have specialized care just for you at the Concierge Pharmacist website. So check that out, and I'll have a link below as well. So I encourage you to
do that, Megan, because I'm not a social media. I have 11 friends on Facebook. You are a rock star. So here's what we're going to tell your listeners and your constituents. Contact me through Dr. Megan because she is all over. You go on YouTube, I'm telling you, you follow Dr. Megan, you're leading a better life and you're getting more education and more information than you could ever get. So reaching out to me, I don't know, Instagram, or anything else like that. And like I say, I have 11 friends on Facebook who are just watching me play with my grandkids. But Megan, you can put my personal number in there. But I want them to come to me through you because these are your family members, people who entrusted in you. And I work for you. Listen, when I grow up, I want to be Dr. Megan Prednisone and be an advocate of your solutions, of Nutranize, and really of helping more patients.
That's amazing. I mean, I want to grow up and have the kind of reach that you have. I've heard that you have like hundreds of pharmacy students that you are just lifting the next generation of pharmacists. So thank you for all of your service to the profession. I want to grow up to be like you.
We had 491 next generation pharmacy students who sadly, because of the pandemic, couldn't find a place to do their rotations. We opened up our arms, we opened up our hearts, and we are mentoring them to be care providers. And you came to our class and you are a rock star, okay? They see me every day, but the day they saw you, they were very happy. So we would love to have more of Dr. Megan aspiring and inspiring these next generation of providers to do the kind of things that you don't do in fast food pharmacy. You can't flip burgers, and just count pills. You have to care about the patient. You do, and you teach others by your actions to do that as well. So thank you for making the comment of what we do, Dr. Greg Alston and our team. But seriously, you are part of our family because you make an impact with our students, and you did. And I hope you do it in the future as well.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ken, for sharing your perspective as not only a pharmacist, but also a prednisone patient. It is amazing to see how many lives are changed when they have the right information and the right nutrition to go along with prednisone. Signing off as Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist.